We have been getting many movies about music artists in the past few years, from Queen to Elton John to Motley Crue, and now we have one about Bob Marley. This past week, I was able to go and check out the brand new movie about Bob Marley called Bob Marley One Love. He is the biggest artist to ever come out of Jamaica, and not only is he a great musician and a great musical artist, but he also led a great cause for peace and love and tried to bring both political parties in Jamaica together to create unity and one people there. So, great man and also a great musician. I was very excited for this movie because I wouldn't say I am a huge Bob Marley fan by any sense of the words, but I do have a good amount of Bob Marley on my playlist. I just checked after the movie. I had about 7, 8, 9 songs. I don't remember the exact number. Mostly his hits, but you know, that's just what I've been exposed to. But an artist of that caliber, someone like me who doesn't really listen to reggae music or Jamaican music, to have that many songs by him on my phone, you just see how big of a crowd he was able to reach with his music and his stories and his love. I was very excited for this movie because if you guys have been watching my channel, you know 2 of my favorite things are movies and music. So every time one of these movies come out about an artist, I get super amped, I get super excited, I always go out and see it. I think there's been 5 or so big ones in the past few years. I've seen all of them. I think there might have been a Whitney Houston one that I missed somewhere in there. Maybe another one, I don't know, but I've seen Bohemian Rhapsody, Elvis, The Dirt, Rocketman, and now Bob Marley One Love. Some of these movies are some of my favorites of the year they came out, like Bohemian and Elvis. Some are great, some are good, and some didn't really work for me. And for Bob Marley One Love, I feel like it fell kind of in the middle for me. When I went to see it, I thought that the scenes revolving around Bob Marley's music were great. I thought the music sounded incredible in this film. So the sound engineering and all of the picking and placement of his songs was done very well. Props to the people who worked on that. But I feel like the story was a little bit weak. They kind of focused on his work in anti-politics, where he was trying to bring 2 sides together and show him that we're all people. They kind of focused on his love life and his family life with his wife. And they kind of focused on the music and the music creation. But that is the thing, they kind of focused on all of these things. They didn't really hone into one thing or create this big story about it, and that was a little bit missing for me. They also only focused on the time when he was supposed to do this peace concert in Jamaica, through the time he had to flee Jamaica because he was getting almost hunted down by these different political parties. Then they spent about a year in the UK and other countries doing a tour and creating his album Exodus, and once that album hit the charts, he came back to Jamaica and did the concert. While a lot of these films like Bohemian Rhapsody and Elvis focused on the artist's complete career from joining the band or becoming a musician to the end and their death, this movie, Bob Marley One Love, really only focused on about a year to a year and a half time span. And that kind of puts a sour taste in my mouth because I want to see more of his story. Yeah, there were a few flashbacks to when the Wailers first started and to when he was a kid, but these flashbacks are kind of like in this weird Lion King-esque filming thing where you're in the Great Plain and you see, you know, his mom and his dad and their story, but there's not a lot of background there. You don't get a lot out of that. I wish they could have done more with his entire life story. I thought it was filmed very well. The direction and the cinematography was great in this. Like I said, the music was probably my favorite part. This made me want to, on my way home from the movie, listen to some Bob Marley music. So that is always good. I don't know if it's going to have the same effect that like the Queen movie did, where all of a sudden Bob Marley's music is #1 in the charts again. I don't see that happening just because this movie, like I said, it just doesn't hit the same way. something about it. I don't know. I don't know if it's because they couldn't go into his full story. I don't know why they chose to just focus on that one concert and that one album. Yeah, that might be his biggest show, and yeah, that might be his biggest album, but I don't know. I like to see the artist's whole career when I see these films. So, getting into my overall thoughts from this film, if I have to give it a ranking out of 10, or a rating out of 10, I'm going to go with a 6 out of 10. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I'm not mad that I went to see it. I enjoy watching these movies about music. I thought the music was exceptional here. I enjoy watching Bob Marley, the person on screen. He is a great, charismatic human being who we lost way too soon. But I don't know, it just wasn't there for me. In terms of these movies about music artists that came out recently, of the big 5 ones that I've watched, I'd probably rank it 4th. Right above Rocketman, right below The Dirt. Like I said, it just didn't quite do it for me. Looking at, I have the movie pulled up here on my phone, looking at some things, I noticed, because I thought it was him, but I wasn't sure, I noticed Kingsley Ben-Adir was Bob Marley. This is definitely a step up from his last project, in Secret Invasion, which is not his fault. He's a good actor. That show was just poorly written. But I don't know. It was good, but it wasn't anything special. It was good. I'm glad I watched it. It made me want to listen to Bob Marley music, but it's nothing I would wish to go back to and rewatch like Bohemian Rhapsody. That is my review on Bob Marley, One Love. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comments below. And let me know what your favorite movie about music is. I love these kind of films. I would like to check out more if I haven't seen them. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out so much. And like I said, we are growing our subscribers. And once I get to a certain count, I will be doing a giveaway. So come along for that ride. See what I'm giving away. It'll be something small at first, but the more we grow, the more stuff I can give away, and I'm very excited to give back to you guys for showing me so much support. So thank you so much, and have a great day.